Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the Plan Commission for the City of Fort Worth for August 28th to 2024. Thank you very much for your patience. We had a very robust work session and very invigorating. So we're ready to go with our public hearing, and I'll turn it over to Derek to read the announcements, please.
Thank you, Chair Borman. Good afternoon and welcome to the August 28, 2024 in-person and teleconference meeting of the Fort Worth City Plan Commission. The Commission meets monthly in open session to discuss public hearings on advertised cases. We are meeting using WebEx software application, which allows two-way communication for members of the public. Although members are not gathered in a central physical location, we do have a quorum in attendance at this meeting. Specific rules and procedures governing these hearings include the city's subdivision ordinance, the City Plan Commission's rules, regulations, and bylaws, and related provisions of the Texas state law. The Commission's primary responsibilities are to review and act upon the subdivision plans and plats, street and alley right-of-way vacations and closures, annexations, comprehensive planning, and other land development issues affecting the city and its extraterritorial jurisdiction areas. The Commission is made up of 11 Fort Worth citizens, each of whom is appointed by the City Council. A quorum of 6 of the 11 members must be present in order to conduct the Commission's business. Mr. Chair, we have 8 members that are present, therefore the hearing may proceed. Seated at the center of the table is our Chairperson Boren. The other commissioners that are present include Commissioner Tidwell, Commissioner Turner, Commissioner White, Commissioner Davis, Commissioner Melkors, Commissioner Graham, and Commissioner Krantz. The assisting staff members for today include Mr. Parks, Mr. Viswanathan, Miss London, Mr. Johnson, Ms. Sotero, and Ms. Valdez. My name is Derek Hall. I'm the Planning Manager for the Development Services Department, and I'll facilitate today's meeting. Copies of the meeting agenda and staff reports are included in the Commission's docket and are available on the city's website. Staff reports have been compiled from the city's Development Review Committee to inform the Commission and the applicants of the code requirements and technical issues associated with the cases to be heard. Today's public hearing are being documented by cable television and streamed on the internet. To achieve an orderly and timely hearing, we request that you observe the following rules and procedures. All teleconference participants must be muted when not speaking in order to avoid any potential background noise. As cases are called, the applicants and others in support of the case will be asked to present their testimony first for a total of 5 minutes. Opposing testimony will follow and will be given a total of 7 minutes. The applicant will be allowed 2 minutes for rebuttal. Each side will be allowed a collective total of 7 minutes for the initial presentations. Clearly state your name and city prior to addressing the Commission. All dialogue will occur between the speaker and the Commission. Upon the Chairman's official closure of the case, the Commission will remain in open session to discuss and vote upon the case. No further public testimony or commentary will be allowed. Be advised that the Commission's decision on platting matters is final. Action on other docket items constitute a recommendation to the City Council. If you need additional information about a particular case, please call the Development Services Department at 817-392-8027. Thank you for your attention. Mr. Chairman, the Commission's first order of business is approval of minutes from the August 14th, 2024 meeting.
Thank you very much, Derek. Commissioners, if you've had an opportunity to review the minutes On the agenda of the previous meeting, I'll entertain a motion.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the August 14th, 2024 minutes of the City Planning Commission.
I have a motion by Commissioner White for approval. Do I have a second?
I second.
Okay, I have a second by Commissioner Turner. Thank you. If you'll call the vote, please, Derek.
Commissioner Krantz,
Yes.
Commissioner Graham,
Yes.
Commissioner Melchors,
Yes.
Commissioner White,
Yes.
Commissioner Tidwell,
I'm going to abstain because I wasn't in attendance.
Commissioner Turner,
Yes.
and Chair Borman.
Yes.
Missed one.
Commissioner Graham,
Davis.
Davis.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yes.
So the total is 7 and 1 abstention.
Correct. First case. If you'll call the first case, please, Derek.
Mr. Chair, members of the commission, the first case is a vacation, VA-24-015. This is a vacation of the portion of Cockrell Avenue between Berry Street and Bowie Street in Council District 9.
Is the applicant present? Okay. Okay. Please. Just your name and your city for the record, please.
Sure, yes. Jennifer Gansert, River Oaks, Texas.
Okay, thank you so much, Jennifer. I appreciate you being here. And I think this is a very straightforward situation. Commissioners, do we have any questions for the applicant? I see none. So if you'll fill out a green sheet and just turn it in, okay? And thank you so much. There we go. Little formality. Is there anyone else to speak on the vacation request? VA 24015. I see none, so I'll close the public hearing and entertain discussion. Or Commissioner Graham, I believe that this is in your bailiwick.
Chairman Boren, I recommend and move for approval of someone turning off their microphone.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Let's try it again.
Chairman Boren, I move for approval and agreement with staff recommendation on VA 24-015, approval of the recommendation to City Council for the vacation of a portion of Cockrell Avenue between Bowie Street and Berry Street.
I have a motion for approval to City Council by Commissioner Graham with a second by Commissioner Tidwell. Derek, if you'll call the vote, please.
Commissioner Krantz,
Yes.
Commissioner Graham,
Yes.
Commissioner Tidwell,
Yes.
Commissioner Davis,
Yes.
Commissioner Melchors,
Yes.
Commissioner White,
Yes.
Commissioner Turner,
Yes.
Chairman Boren.
Yes.
That was a voting of 8-0.
Perfect. Okay.
Mr. Chair, members of the commission, item 2 on the agenda is a vacation, VA-24-016. This is a vacation of an alley in Block 12, Forest Park Addition, between Berry Street and Bowie Street in Council District 9.
Is the applicant present? Okay. You can just add both those cases on the agenda or the green sheet. Commissioners, do we have any questions for the applicant's representative? I see none. Okay, thank you very much. Is there anyone else to speak on VA 24016. Okay. I see none, so I'll close the public hearing. And again, Commissioner Graham, I'll throw it to you.
Chairman Borman, I move for approval of VA 24016, a recommendation to City Council for the vacation of the alley in Block 12, Forest Park Addition, between Berry Street and Bowie Street.
I have a motion by Commissioner Graham for a recommendation for approval to City Council. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Okay, I have a second by Commissioner White. Okay, if you'll call the vote, please. Derek?
Commissioner Krantz,
Yes.
Commissioner Graham,
Yes.
Commissioner Tidwell,
Yes.
Commissioner Melchors,
Yes.
Commissioner Davis,
Yes.
Commissioner White,
Yes.
Commissioner Turner,
Yes.
Chairperson Boren.
Yes.
The vote tally is 8-0. Mr. Chair, members of the commission, those were our two continued cases. We will now move on to item E on the agenda, new cases. Our first case is an annexation, annexation-24-007. This is in the New Granger, the project is referred to as New Granger annexation request proposed for institutional type development. It's in the ETJ area in Tarrant County, and this is in future council District 10.
Okay. Is the applicant present?
Good afternoon.
Thank you.
My name is Brian Boro with Bowman Consulting Group, here to answer any questions you might have.
Okay, thank you, Brian.
Thanks.
Glad to see you here. Commissioners, do we have any questions for the applicant? Okay. It's on the annexation request. Okay. I see none. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate you being here. Is there anyone else that would like to speak on this annexation? Okay. AX 24007. Okay. I see none. So I'll close the public hearing at this point. Commissioner Davis, if you'd like to comment or make a motion.
Yes, Chairman Boren, I'd like to make a motion for approval of a recommendation to City Council to adopt comprehensive plan future land use map amendments from general commercial to institutional for the LDS New Granger annexation application to support the requested institutional zoning, which is consistent with the adopted comprehensive plan.
Second that, Chairman.
Okay. We have a motion by Commissioner Davis and a second by Commissioner Graham for a recommendation for approval to City Council. If you'll call the vote, please, Derek.
Commissioner Krantz,
Yes.
Commissioner Graham,
Yes.
Commissioner Davis,
Yes.
Commissioner Tidwell,
Yes.
Commissioner Melchors,
Yes.
Commissioner White,
Yes.
Commissioner Turner,
Yes.
Chairperson Boren.
Yes.
The vote count is 8-0. Mr. Chair, members of the commission, the next item on the agenda is under new cases is number 2. This is a preliminary plat, PP-24-031. This is also referred to as Town or T Square Townhomes Edition, lots 1 through 31, and 1 open lot and block waivers. There is a waiver request, Block 3 waiver request. This is located in Council District 5.
Okay. Is the applicant present? Okay. Is there anyone to speak on PP 24031, T Square Edition? Is there anyone online? Okay. Okay, Commissioners, well, I guess I'll close the public hearing without the applicant being here and entertain discussion. Commissioner White, I believe that this is in Council District 5. Do you have thoughts on it?
I think it came up in our work session about what might happen to the trees, but there's no one here to give us that information. And it looks as if they are requesting a waiver. Am I correct?
Yes, there is a waiver request.
Yes.
All right, so,
Yeah. This is what we discussed in work session. I do not believe that waiver is necessary at this point.
okay, so,
So they would need to meet the comments on the plating request. Okay.
all right, so,
There is no waiver.
all right, since there's no waiver, then, in compliance with the information received in our work session, I'll have to move to approve PP -24-031 regarding T-Square Townhome Addition, located in District 5, as long as it meets the requirements of the ordinances and based on staff and, well, based on the plat and staff comments.
Okay. I have a motion by Commissioner White for approval, conditional upon meeting all the plating comments in the staff report.
Second that.
Okay. I have a second by Commissioner Graham. Okay. Is there any discussion before I close it and call for a vote? I'll go ahead and close the commission's hearing and call for a vote, please.
Commissioner Krantz,
Yes.
Commissioner Graham,
Yes.
Commissioner Davis,
Yes.
Commissioner Tidwell. Yes. Commissioner Melchors,
Yes.
Commissioner White,
Yes?
Commissioner Turner,
Yes.
Chairperson Boring.
Yes.
The vote count is 8-0. Mr. Chair, members of the commission, the next item on the agenda is item number 3. This is also a preliminary plat, PP-24-034, Boaz and Dillon Addition, lots 2R, 2R1, 3R, 4R, 5R, 5R1, Block 6. The request is conditional approval. This is 6 townhome lots. This is located in Council District 8.
Is the applicant present?
Good to see you all again.
Hello, Mr. Thomas. How are you, sir?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
Good, thank you. Yes. I know that you have worked long and hard with staff trying to get this thing through all the necessary approvals. I know it's been very tedious, and we had a very healthy discussion and work session. I don't know if you were privy to that about this. And this being considered infill development. I wish we could somehow magically pave your alley for you and alleviate a lot of the heartache, but we can't do that, and I don't know that you can either. So your comments or anything you'd like to tell us?
Yeah, so after our previous meeting, We try to account for the subdivision ordinance by putting in 2 common access way easements in between buildings 3 and 4 and 4 and 5. Now, we also changed up the site plan to account for rear loading.
Okay. Yeah, I noticed the garages are in the rear now, and yeah, with the access from the front, but the garages are in the rear. It's not front entry, yeah. Commissioners, any questions for the applicant? Yeah, Commissioner White.
No, I would just like to compliment the gentleman then on working with staff to relocate the garages in particular, because I think it's going to be very, very helpful with the density that's coming to Fort Worth. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am, thank you.
Yeah, it's, yes, yes.
Chairman, I don't have any questions, but I too want to compliment the applicant and thank him for working with staff. It's working together to get this accomplished like we did is a model for how this process should work, and I thank you for that.
Yes. I echo those thoughts. We need more infill, we need more affordable housing, and sometimes they don't necessarily come easy. You know, there are challenges in doing infill development and affordable housing. When you combine the two, that even makes it doubly challenging. I noticed where you actually have to raise it 4 feet from the curb level also. So you have a lot of work ahead of you, and I'll, being a poly grad many years ago, I'll be watching, okay, and wishing you the best of luck. So thank you very much, Mr. Thomas. I appreciate you being here today, okay? And is there anyone else to speak? Okay, I see none. Thank you very much, sir.
Yes, sir, thank you.
Any additional comments, commissioners, on FS 24-181? I'm sorry. How about, yes?
Is there all?
That's PP 24-034, 24. It's the preliminary plat. Okay. This is in District 8, and I can't make a motion, so I'll need a motion from someone.
I'll make a motion to approve PP 24-034
Correct.
with the staff recommendation, with staff's conditional recommendation to approve the preliminary plats upon meeting the platting comments in the staff report.
And I will second that.
Okay. I have a motion by Commissioner White with a second by Commissioner Melchors. And I forgot to close the public hearing, but the public hearing is now closed. Call for a vote, please, Derek.
Commissioner Krantz,
Yes.
Commissioner Graham,
Yes.
Commissioner Davis,
Yes.
Commissioner Tidwell,
Yes.
Commissioner Melchors,
Yes.
Commissioner White,
Yes.
Commissioner Turner,
Yes.
Chairperson Boren.
Yes.
The vote count is 8-0.
Thank you. Thank you. And good luck, Mr. Thomas.
Mr. Chair, members of the commission, the next item on the agenda is item number 4. This is a final short, FS-24-181, Johnson Addition Lots 9 through 12. The applicant has requested a continuance. This is for 4 single-family detached residential lots located in Council District 5.
Is the applicant present?
Good afternoon. Hi. My name is Greg Chapa with Barton Chapa Surveying, here to represent the owner of FS 24-181.
By any chance, were you in the work session, Mr. Chapa?
Held today?
Yes.
No, sir.
Okay, good. Because we saw your letter request for a continuance, and after it was decided that a waiver is not necessary, I think we had a discussion. We didn't want to shock you and say your motion for continuance is denied. You know, we don't like that word, but I think we're ready to move forward with an approval, so.
That's excellent news.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Commissioners, any comments? Anything? Okay. Thank you very much for being here.
Y'all have a good afternoon. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Mr. Chapa, if you'll fill out a green sheet, please. Okay, for our, here. Okay. Thank you. Is there anyone else to speak on FS 24-181? I see none, so I'll go ahead and close the public hearing and entertain a motion, okay?
Chairman, before we do so, I have a question.
Yes,
Isn't this going to be administratively approved? And if so, is there any need for a movement by this body?
that's a good question for our legal representative.
So with a conditional approval, staff will then administratively approve it once all those conditions that they have outstanding are met.
Yeah,
Thank you.
it would be a conditional approval. Okay. Commissioner White.
I'd like to make a motion to approve FS 24-181 with a conditional approval with the plat compliance and staff's recommendations.
I second it.
Okay, have a motion by Commissioner White with a second by Commissioner Turner. Okay, if you'll call a vote, please, Derek.
Commissioner Krantz,
Yes.
Commissioner Graham,
Yes.
Commissioner Davis,
Yes.
Commissioner Tidwell, Commissioner White,
Yes.
Commissioner Turner,
Yes.
Chairperson Boren.
Yes.
The vote tally is 8-0.
Excuse me, you missed me.
I'm sorry.
It's yes
Commissioner
also.
Davis,
Melkors.
Melkors. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
That's approved 8 or 9, or whatever.
8-0.
Okay.
Mr. Chair, members of the commission, item 5 on the agenda is a vacation request, VA-24-017. It's a vacation of a portion of Pleasant Oak Street, Council District 5.
Is the applicant present? Okay. Is there anyone to speak on the vacation request on Oak Street? Pleasant Oaks Street. Okay. I see none. So again, I'll close the public hearing and entertain discussion or a motion. I believe this is also in District 5. Commissioner White, we're making you work today.
I'd like to make a motion to approve VA-24-017, following the recommendations of staff, the approval of a recommendation to the City Council for the vacation of a portion of Pleasant Oaks Street between Sandy Lane and Lottery Oaks Trail.
A second?
Okay. I have a motion by Commissioner White with a second by Commissioner Krantz. Okay. If you'll call the vote, please, Derek.
Commissioner Melkors,
Yes.
Commissioner Krantz,
Yes.
Commissioner Graham.
Yes.
Commissioner Davis.
Yes.
Commissioner White,
Yes.
Commissioner Turner,
Yes.
Chairperson Boren.
Yes.
The vote count is 8-0.
Okay. Commissioners, I believe that that is the last item on the agenda. So we are through our meeting, and I appreciate your attendance today, and thank you. Look forward to seeing you in 2 weeks, okay, if not sooner. Thank you. We are adjourned.